Hello YouTubers, this is the Good Nurse, and I'm here this afternoon sharing another project with you. This project is actually part of a larger project that I'm working on, but this took me just about a whole evening, so it could actually be a standalone project, so I just decided to share it with you. And please forgive me if you see my head at any point. I have my hair completely covered in pins. I got a wrap yesterday, so I have the pins still in my hair. Anyway, this is the project. This is a 4.5 by 4.5 accordion style mini photo album, and I got the instructions for this from Elsa on her YouTube channel is Just a Few Designs, and that's also the name of her blog spot. But before I open the mini, I'll just tell you what I have on the front cover. This here is a flower from Recollections. These butterflies here are chipboard embellishments from the Accordian collection from K & Company, and this sticker is also from that same line in a package of stickers that they sell. Okay, the paper on the front is from Die Cuts with a View. It's called a Glam Gal stack, and I'll show that to you a little bit later on. This paper back here, that's from the Accordian collection. That little photo frame that you see right there is from the Cricut cartridge Paper Lace. That's a regular cartridge. The coloring pattern that you see on there is from a Cricut Imagine cartridge called All Wrapped Up. So that's what that looks like. I think All Wrapped Up is relatively new. I think this is relatively new also. Well, it's new to me at least. So this is the album. It expands. It took 3 pieces of paper that I cut at 8 by 8 and folded. And so I have this completely covered on one side and on the back side. I'm going to share some of the individual pages with you, but as you can see, excuse me, some pages are whole and some pages are the little triangles. So this one right here, that's part of the Glam Gal stack, the page with the words on it, this one. So that was a pretty page, and I decided not to, I didn't really want to cover it with anything. So I took a piece of a clear acetate from the you know how you get things in that hard clear plastic that you have to cut through to get it open. So when I get my cartridges, there's a couple of nice flat pieces on it, so I saved them. Anyway, I cut it in a square, and then I cut that in half in a triangle, and I stamped it with my Memento ink on the acetate, and I left it there. So you could use that as a pocket for a tag or a photo. You can stick something in there like that. Then next to it you can see those are little squares. That's where I folded the paper. Right here, more embellishments from that chipboard collection that I glued it down on one side and I left the other side open so you can stick a photo on it. That's the photo mat, and I punched all the edges with the Martha Stewart punch, and then I ended up covering up 2 of them. So I'm going to show you how I have that. So as you can see, a photo can go in underneath right there. The next page, I'm sorry, I'm off camera. Okay, the next page, as you can see, the paper is there. Give you a look at the paper. This is the paper from the Accordian collection. This here, right here, is a scrap piece of paper from the background. I punched it with my Martha Stewart punch, and then I took my iRock tool and put the little crystals on. Over here, do I have it up? No, I have it wrong. Right here, that's from the Glam Gal stack, and as you can see, I took that same Fun Times stamp, but this time I took my Perfect Pearls, the embossing medium, and I stamped with it, and then I put the powder over it, and I'll show that to you in a second. Okay, you can see right here, this is a pocket right here. This is a piece of acetate that I covered almost all of this particular paper. If this is another piece of the Glam Gal stack, and the acetate that I use, I cover, it's like 3 by 3, and as you can see, you can put a photo or a tag or something in that. This one here, that's just a plain piece of glitter paper, and that's one of the cutouts that I use from the paper lace that says "I love you," and I got that coloring pattern off of the All Wrapped Up. One thing I noticed with that, it has, you might not be able to see it. I tried to minimize it. The cutout has this white border on it that I can't stand. So what I tried to do, this was too colorful. If it was one solid color, I would have taken like my Copics marker or something like that and colored it in. But it's got so many colors on it, I just decided to put it on a background, on a white background, to kind of minimize it, so you don't see it that much. If you're looking at it closely, you'll see it, but you won't see it that much. Okay, and this just folds back. You can see the way it's going. Okay, and this is really simple. When I first saw it, I thought that when I first saw her with her album doing that, I was like, oh my God, I'll never be able to do that. But this was simple enough. So thank you, Elsa, for that one. So this is what I got some of the embellishments from. This is Accordian. This is what the package looks like. And I'll take a few out to show you. These are photo corners here. Each side has a glittery side and a flat side. This is what the package of Perfect Pearls looks like. The one I used is Jewel, but this is the metallic stack. And this down here is the medium. This is, for those of you that don't know, this is what you stamp on your stamp. You put it on a piece of paper, and then you cover it with the dust. You take the narrow brush, and you put it all over the wet area that you stamped. You let it sit a minute, and then you just flick the rest of it away with the larger brush. This is the Glam Gal stack. This is from Die Cuts with a View. And you can see a sample of the papers on the front there. This is the Adriana collection. This is mostly what I used. And this is from Die Cuts with a View. And you can see right there. Show you a few. Here's one of the papers that I actually used. And this is double-sided paper. And again, this is Adriana. This is the 28 sheet stack. This one has some flat papers in it, and it has some glittery papers in it. This one is another one. This has 36 papers in it, but all of these are flat sheets. It has a few more designs in it than the other one that I showed you, but they're all flat. So that's why I bought both. And the colors are nice, you know, the jewel tones, but I pulled some papers out of the Glam Gal stack because even though I like these, they were a little bit on the dark side. So I wanted to add some light colors that was similar to that stack. So that's the purpose of me mixing the two. They don't look like they would go together, but they actually do pretty nicely. So that's my project. Let me say hello to my new subscribers. I'm up to 60 or 61 now. I've gotten, I'd say in the last maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that, I've gotten 10 new subscribers, so I'm happy for that. Actually, I had been considering it, but what I will do is when I reach 100, I'm not sure when that'll be. When I reach 100, I'm going to do a giveaway. So at this point now, I'm going to start thinking about what it is I'm going to give away. I might do maybe a toilet paper roll mini and some gifts, or I might just buy a bunch of things and give it away. But as I start reaching 100, I'll tell you exactly what it is I'm going to do. I'll probably give you an update on the giveaway when I reach about maybe 80 or 85. I'll do another update, and then once I reach 100, then I'll do the giveaway video. So thanks everybody for your support. Hello again to my new subscribers, and that's it. Thanks for watching.